On October 21st, 2025, the YouTube channel Dobsonian Power released a set of images that are now being described as the clearest and most revealing captures of the interstellar object known as 3IATLAS.
No, it's not a project. How can it be a projection?
The photographs obtained during a live astronomical observation have sparked an international wave of fascination and debate. The images appear to show something extraordinary, a vast disc-shaped structure floating in the darkness of space, radiating light in a way no known natural body should. According to Dobsonian Power, the image was taken during a live capture session and has not been altered, enhanced, or digitally manipulated in any way. The photographer stated that what viewers are seeing is the raw output directly from the telescope. That claim alone has ignited widespread discussion, with many saying that this could be the first time the world has seen an unfiltered high-resolution glimpse of what might be an artificial object moving through the solar system.
But it can have a different shape and it's kind of a shield or something. We don't know, man.
In the images, Atlas does not appear as a distant icy comet or a faint streak of cosmic dust. Instead, it presents itself as a luminous symmetrical disk glowing softly against the black backdrop of space. Its structure appears too precise to be a random collection of rock and ice. The outer edge seems perfectly circular, while the center shows a shadowed region, perhaps a cavity or opening surrounded by faint multicolored light. Subtle tones of blue, red, and green seem to ripple through its form, as though energy were radiating across its surface. Observers immediately notice the sharp definition of the edges, something that's hard to achieve through amateur telescopic imaging unless the object itself was emitting light or reflecting it in a highly controlled manner. Many viewers online have stated that the object looks mechanical, not natural, resembling something designed rather than formed through cosmic processes. Within hours of its release, the image went viral across all major social media platforms. Some described the object as a massive craft, while others referred to it as the most important space photograph of the decade. For years, independent researchers have claimed that 3IATLAS, an interstellar visitor traveling through our solar system, was exhibiting unusual behavior. It had previously been observed emitting structured light pulses, displaying an anti-tail that pointed toward the sun, and reflecting light in a way that defied typical comet physics. Now, this latest image appeared to confirm suspicions that the object might not be a natural body at all. The resemblance to engineered crafts. The video, originally meant to highlight the stunning clarity and brilliance of the full snow moon as it illuminated the night sky, became the center of controversy after viewers noticed something peculiar. A glowing orb hovering just above the moon, briefly visible before vanishing from the frame. Within seconds, eagle-eyed viewers began to notice a small luminous object appearing just above the top curve of the moon's surface. The object glows faintly but distinctly against the backdrop of space, appearing to move upward at a slow but steady pace. Its motion is smooth, not erratic, and it maintains a consistent glow, unlike satellites or known space debris. What has sparked the greatest intrigue is that in the very next frame of the video, the camera has been subtly panned downward, cropping the upper section of the moon and effectively removing the glowing object from view. This change in framing did not go unnoticed. Once the video began circulating on social media platforms, users were quick to point out what they saw as an intentional act of omission. The cropped second shot was interpreted by many as an effort to hide the glowing object from further observation. Some even went as far as to suggest that NASA or the broadcasters were actively covering up the sighting of what they believe could be a genuine UFO. The glowing orb's appearance was fleeting, on screen for only a few seconds, but it was more than enough for dedicated viewers to capture screenshots and begin dissecting every frame. The still images began to flood Reddit threads, YouTube breakdowns, and UFO-focused Facebook groups where theories quickly proliferated. What further fueled the fire was the complete lack of acknowledgement from official sources. NASA did not issue any comment about the glowing orb, nor did the news outlets that aired the clip. For many viewers, this silence was more telling than any explanation would have been. Accusations have emerged from amateur astronomers, UFO researchers, and even former insiders, all claiming that the space agency routinely edits or crops out visual anomalies that may hint at extraterrestrial presence or unexplained phenomena. One of the most persistent allegations is that NASA strategically censors or deletes footage showing potential UFOs near celestial bodies like the moon, Mars, and even Earth's orbit. Numerous examples include images from the International Space Station live streams, Mars rover photographs, and deep space telescope footage in which strange objects or lights briefly appear, only to be cut off by sudden camera pans, image glitches, or abrupt feed interruptions. These allegations stretch back decades to the early days of the Apollo missions. Some former NASA contractors and employees have come forward, alleging that they were involved in reviewing or censoring sensitive materials. One of the most famous examples comes from Donna Hare, a former NASA illustrator, who stated during interviews that she witnessed photographs being altered in a lab to remove objects resembling flying discs. According to her claims, these anomalies were often airbrushed out before the images were released to the public. This incident has reignited debates surrounding the presence of unidentified flying objects near celestial bodies like the Moon. For decades, the Moon has been the subject of conspiracy theories, ranging from secret alien bases on its far side to mysterious anomalies observed during lunar missions. The Moon's hidden hemisphere, known as the far side, remains shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic region, perpetually facing away from our planet, has sparked fascination for generations. China garnered significant attention by achieving the historic milestone of landing a probe on the unexplored far side of the Moon. With the successful touchdown of the Chang'e 4 spacecraft, equipped with a robotic rover, China became the first country to reach the lunar surface that perpetually faces away from Earth. Intriguingly, the rover managed to capture images during its operations, including one that raised eyebrows due to the presence of an unexplained anomaly in the background. The photograph showcased the lunar landscape with speculations emerging about a peculiar object resembling a large disk in the distant view. Following the dissemination of this image, various UFO groups and enthusiasts engaged in fervent debates regarding the mysterious object captured in the lunar backdrop. While some suggested it could be a natural lunar formation, others drew comparisons to the classic depiction of a UFO. This image holds significant fascination due to its remarkable clarity. The photograph showcases a level of detail and sharpness not often seen in lunar photography. While many lunar photographs often lack clarity and appear blurry, individuals who have observed this particular photograph have remarked that there is a distinct impression of a presence in the background. One user emphatically asserted that the entity sighted on the Moon does not belong there and is in fact an unidentified object. According to their observation, this disc-shaped object was discernible against the rest of the background. Another individual shared their extensive endeavor of meticulously combing through archives of historical Moon images in search of enigmatic anomalies. They expressed admiration for this particular photograph, hailing it as one of the most remarkable images they've encountered in their quest. The individual mentioned that while the majority of unidentified flying objects are typically observed above the Moon, an exception was made in this case where a puzzling object was sighted directly on the lunar surface. This unique occurrence serves to validate the claims of certain astronauts who asserted that they felt under surveillance during their Moon missions. The concept of unidentified flying objects being observed on the lunar surface is not a recent revelation. This notion has circulated for many years, with numerous individuals asserting that astronauts themselves have attested to witnessing such phenomena during their Moon missions. Throughout history, astronomers, amateur skywatchers, and even astronauts have reported sightings of UFOs in the vicinity of the Moon. These encounters date back to the Apollo missions in the 1960s and 1970s, when astronauts were the first to share their experiences of unexplained phenomena while in lunar orbit. During the iconic Apollo 11 mission in 1969, a widely recognized event took place when astronaut Neil Armstrong made a reference to encountering visitors or other spacecraft while exploring the lunar surface. Initially kept confidential, the communication has now been disclosed, sparking intrigue and discussion regarding the identity and characteristics of these unidentified entities. Amateur stargazers have played a significant role in enhancing the accumulating pool of evidence regarding celestial observations. The progress in amateur astronomy, coupled with the widespread availability of consumer-friendly telescopes and cameras, has driven a surge in contemporary UFO sightings in close proximity to the Moon. Numerous accounts have emerged regarding triangular or saucer-shaped objects traversing in close proximity to the Moon on a regular basis. These unidentified objects display peculiar flying trajectories, showcasing behaviors such as lingering in one spot, making sudden shifts in course, and achieving remarkable accelerations at astonishing velocities. Such aerial maneuvers surpass the operational abilities of any existing human-engineered spacecraft. Despite the visceral reaction these images and videos have caused, what remains undeniable is the question they raise. For moments intended to celebrate natural celestial events or scientific achievement, attention has instead turned to a question that has haunted humanity for generations. Are we truly alone? As of right now, Dobsonian Power's photograph of Atlas stands as one of the most compelling images of an interstellar object ever captured by an independent observer. The Chang'e 4 lunar photograph remains one of the clearest alleged depictions of an anomaly on the moon's surface, and the snow moon footage continues to circulate, analyzed frame by viewers around the world. Whether these objects belong to humanity or something beyond, their presence in our skies and on celestial bodies we've only begun to explore remains undeniable. Our gaze toward the heavens remains as full of wonder and suspicion as ever. The cameras keep recording, the questions keep piling up, and the answers remain elusive.